Hello, my name is James Dentley, and welcome to Inspired to Speak Success Network. Today I'm here with a dear friend of ours, Marc Mousseau. And Marc is the proud author of Freedom 15, The Dream Maker, and he's also the president and CEO of and author of a book, What Real Estate Gurus Don't Tell You. Marc, welcome to the show. Congratulations.
Hey, pleasure, James. Awesome to be in Chicago today.
Well, you're an accomplished speaker for the last 20 years or plus, and you're an accomplished author. You've been speaking, and your programs, you've sold millions of dollars of programs. So you're obviously very successful. You help so many other people become successful, but it had to start somewhere. So if you wouldn't mind, share with our audience a little bit about your story.
Quite funny. I got into real estate. I was age 26, bought a single family home in a project. Project went bankrupt, and I'll make it short so that we don't spend an hour on it. Project went bankrupt. What do? I got to do something. Everybody's telling me you've lost your money. And I just basically decided I was going to buy my house. Trustee said, no, you can't buy the house. So then what do? Well, you could buy the project. So I actually bought 52 units at age 26 with no money, no education, nothing. Wow. And I worked on that for 2 years. Everybody was telling me you can't do this. And when somebody tells me that I can't do something, they just got me fired up to get it done. So after 2 years, I finally flipped the project, made my first $250,000 in real estate on an assignment contract. I didn't even know what an assignment was. So those of you that say, you can't get into real estate because you don't know everything, you would know more than I do right now just by knowing what an assignment is. So I did this, then I got into real estate. I've done land development, I've done some project in Costa Rica, property management companies, and so on and so on. And then by luck, I was called by the top two real estate gurus in North America. I won't name them right now, but just top two real estate gurus. And I trained for them for 15 years. I trained 35,000 students on math, on financing, on banking, on land development, condo conversion, wholesaling. And I trained their mentors and their trainers and everything. And I wrote all their curriculums, basically from the experience that I had over those 30 years now of experience. Yeah. So that's how I got into it. That's who I am. That's where I'm at. And what bugged me out of speaking for these companies is that the only thing they're there for is to get people's money. And it got to a point where ethics was missing. They weren't doing what they were supposed to. They were just selling expensive packages. And I got fed up. I decided to start my own company. And the first book I wrote is, what is it that they don't tell you? They don't tell you the basics. They just say, hey, listen, here's some money, you're going to fall from the clouds, and you're going to be wealthy. Well, if you don't put the work that you need to do into this, if you don't study, if you don't get good coaches, if you don't get good mentors, if you don't listen, if you don't prepare yourself, nothing will happen. And that's the biggest problem, is people have pipe dreams, and these guys are feeding you that. And that's what I wrote in the book. I wrote 15 different chapters, 15 different problems that new investors have. And what's funny is that there's $10,000 worth of coaching in that book.
Wow.
Just because this is what I would coach if I was speaking to you one-on-one.
Now I got to ask you this question now. I have to ask this question because it stared me in the face. What is it that real estate gurus won't tell us? And this is why I want to ask you. I'm going to ask this for this reason. So many people get in real estate. We are taught, trained, programmed. We believe we need to own land. Okay, land is the end of all. You're not successful unless you own actual land. I used to hear that many, many years ago. And so many times we get involved in a project and we get stuck. We run out of financing. It's either this or it's that. But we all want to succeed in the highest level. It's very expensive in most cases to try. Most people really can't do real estate without any money. So what is it that the real estate gurus are not telling us?
Well, what they're telling you is become a real estate investor. That's BS. You've got to become a real estate entrepreneur. An investor buys stock and prays that it will go up and has no control over what's happening. An entrepreneur buys a franchise in the hopes, not the hopes, he knows he will make money out of it. They don't buy a business that doesn't make money. And most real estate investors are just going out there, we got to buy real estate. Because they got to buy real estate, and then they buy properties that don't cash flow. They buy at market value. They don't see future appreciation, and they're dreaming that this thing is all going to go well. They don't say, well, we have to pay for a management fee. We'll have some vacancy. We'll have some problems. Tenant will leave. They don't look at any of that. But the entrepreneur, the guy that's there as a business, knows that he'll have some shortfalls. He'll have to put some money down once in a while. He will not buy a property that doesn't cash flow. Why in the world would you buy a property that doesn't cash flow? For appreciation? This is like totally ridiculous. You want to make money in real estate? You got to buy cash flow. You got to make money in the buy.
Yeah.
And when people talk about no money down, the only way to do a no money down deal is to find a deal.
So you're going to show people how to do this properly. That's what you do. The proper way to do it, avoid the mistakes. But what if you're already stuck? If you're looking at this video right now, you're already in real estate, you're already stuck, you already made mistakes, you're a little gun shy about going back into it. How would you tell somebody they can overcome adversities or being stuck inside of a deal? What's the next move?
You know what? I'll do a deal with you. You guys have my website there. Have them give me a call. I'll give them help for 20, 30 minutes. Free, guys.
Wow.
I want you guys to succeed. The 20 or 30 minutes that I'm going to spend with you is giving back to someone. And if I could take you out of a problem, then you'll know that I know what I'm talking about.
So if you get about 1 million hits on this video, that means you can go have 1 million phone calls and you can save the world.
Well, we'll take it out of the web at one point. But no, seriously, guys, if you have a problem, go on my website. I got a place, Ask Me a Question on my website. Yeah. And if you're stuck, listen, I will help as many people as I can. It's not a matter of money. It's ethics. It's giving back. It's being a giver instead of a taker.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for.
That's the reason you're on this show, sir. I appreciate that.
I thank you very much.
How can our audience get in contact with you?
Well, you heard the title, WhatRealEstateGurusDon'tTellYou.com. And my email address is mark@WhatRealEstateGurusDon'tTellYou.com.
Hey, look, my name is James Dentley. I want you to go out there and get this book, guys. What Real Estate Gurus Don't Tell You. Go to get that book. Don't forget about The Dream Maker. We have another third book as well, which is Freedom 15.
Can I
call Mark?
5 seconds on
Sure,
Freedom?
absolutely.
Students were asking me, how did I make it? And how to make it in life. I said it's very, very simple. Stop buying pipe dreams.
Yeah.
Buy one property a year. A good property a year that cash flows. Take the cash flow from that. Reduce your amortization to 15 years. Do not spend the cash flow to buy your dream car, your vacation. Property will be paid in 15 years. 15 years from now, refinance it, take that money, and it's tax-free.
Wow.
And if you buy one property a year, that means that in 15 years, you finance your first one. In 16, you finance your second one. In 17, you finance your third one. And that property, if you flip it again the same way, is going to redo 15, 30, 45, 65. My son bought his first property at 20. He'll be living work-free at age 35, never have to work another day of his life.
Incredible. Well, folks, you heard it right here from Marc Mousseau. Freedom 15, Dream Makers, What Real Estate Gurus Don't Tell You. Go out there and get his book. Contact him. You heard it from him. He says he's waiting for your call. He's going to offer you a 30-minute consultation. If you contact him, welcome to the show again, man, and I really appreciate you stopping by.
James, you're welcome. It's a pleasure meeting you. Awesome. I really enjoyed the weekend this weekend. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, man.